Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Tacking Starward. We are starting the second episode here. I am Kyle, I am the GM. Playing with us today, we have got Drew.
That's me. I'm playing Critic,
All
and
right,
I am Drew.
right. And we have got Whimsy Lee.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. I'm playing Mud.
Right. Normally we'd have CD, but he's out shopping currently. So we're gonna skip him. He'll probably be joining us a little later, and that brings us to Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin. My character is Mull.
All right, and then we've got Ever.
Hello, I am Ever, and I play Mojo Mojo.
Mojo. All right, and then we've got Amanda, Triceraflops.
I am playing Swan.
Swan Song. All right, and then last but not least, we have got Windy.
Hello, I am lending my vocal talents to my character, Shaden.
All right, so last session we found a magic sword after killing a bunch of rats. Not dire rats, not epic rats, just some rats. Killed a bunch of rats. The magic sword was linked magically somewhere. The Twilight Town that had never seen another celestial body, perhaps other than the crest of a sun. Suddenly, there was, as they came upstairs, there was a moon above their horizon. They were attacked by a number of Spelljammer ships, and they made good their escape after they took a Spelljammer ship from a place where the sword had, in fact, told them there would be a ship. Now, we are flying off out of space. They had just been attacked by a particular ship, and now a bunch of Hadozi monkey guys, flying monkey guys, had come down and swarmed them. They fought them off and managed to get their ship in working order, and now they have flown off. They are being pursued by another Hadozi ship as they fly off. You guys are currently aboard your ship. So your ship is the not red one over here on the, if you're looking at them from the front, the right side. And you guys are escaping the planet. Behind.
Question.
Answer.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Is this with one red square on it? Is that the helm of the other one?
That's the
No.
helm of the other ship.
That is the helm of the other ship. Okay.
Yes. For some reason, this particular model,
Yeah, you'll see that every now and then.
only one little square on that one particular piece got colored in, and, well, I didn't have a lot of time, so that's what it looks like.
We're escaping
Your
the planet?
quarter deck is up here.
Because they want the magic sword, and if we bring the magic sword back, then, they'll just kill everybody in our town, so.
So yeah, if you go over to this map, which the image is created by Dolly, thank you, Dolly. You will see approximately the location of your ship. There is a card up front. It has your ship's stats right here. So yeah. Yeah, you are currently being pursued. They are slowly gaining on you.
What the hell are we gonna do? We don't know how to fly a ship.
Well, we pick up and smack them now. That's how we do it.
Dude,
I am
I like you,
currently
but I
flying
can
the
never
ship.
understand what you're saying.
I was gonna say, was that words? Because
It was words. It was totally words, and he means well. I can tell. All right, so
Repeat them. That's it.
all right then. I still have no fucking clue, but okay.
Critic, you seem to be doing a thing. Are you doing a thing? Can you do it faster?
Do you need any help?
That's a good question. Not as far as I know.
Maybe we could find a canyon or something, since we're on the dark side of the planet, where they won't be able to see us.
Ooh, I know. Maybe we have like excess dead weight.
No.
Everybody else, you look around this ship. It is empty. There is like
Okay.
rotted furniture and fabric. There's really not much of anything on board the ship. There is, in fact, additional places of lightening the ship where chunks of your hull are just missing. Stuff like that. So.
I gesture at Swan and say, "Yes, dead weight, be my guest." And I'm like, "Also, you're a bird. You can fly."
Well, if we're talking dead weight, then you're the first thing to go.
We don't get. I mean, again, like chittering of mandibles as if to roll eyes. I'm gonna like do what I can to push the ship. Are we still sort of in the planet's atmosphere, or are we out in the
You're
systems?
so you're
Wild space.
Never.
This is all kind of happening as you're flying away from the planet. Like you're not out in the system. You're more out in the system, the local system, than you are. You still haven't reached like the astral plane.
But we're still like, are we still like in the gravity plane of the planet? Like if we jumped off of the ship, would we fall to the planet?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
For a very short amount of time, you are almost outside.
Okay.
How far away is the ship that is pursuing us?
It is closing, but it is. Let me just double check something real fast. Ship-to-ship combat. It is currently 1,200 feet away and closing.
Do we have any weapons on board?
Just the ones we're holding. So whatever that is, they're going to be better prepared for this fight than us. We have to even the odds. Like, if we're just going to keep flying straight up, they're going to catch up with us and they're going to slaughter us. So I say we go down and we use the terrain to our advantage.
What terrain, bullshit? We're in space.
That's why we need to go down. There's a whole planet below us, half of which is covered in ice, half of which is covered in desert.
I mean, it's better than nothing. Neither one of those terrains seems like they would be very camouflaging, but it's better than open space, I guess.
Everybody go ahead, give me a perception check.
Alright, this is for me. $15. This is for Wendy.
1.
10. This is for Amanda. Perception. That's
+1.
persuasion. There you go. So yeah, you got an 11.
All right.
I got a 3.
I rolled an 11.
You rolled an 11 plus.
Do you have any bonuses, honey?
What's your?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
So plus 1.
Plus 1.
You've got a 12.
Yay!
The 15, and actually I think Mr. Sater, you're standing in a position where you're even
I have
looking.
a -1 to my perception. You guys are letting me down.
Yeah, you're looking off the back of the ship. One thing that you do definitely notice, Mole, is that there's actually like not a lot of movement on the deck of that ship.
Like, is it not a lot of people?
Yeah, like it. So this is the ship that all the Hadozi like jumped off of. This was the close one.
Oh, yeah, okay, that tracks.
Like, so there's not a whole lot. Like, you're being pursued by what is now looking to be a skeleton crew. So, you know, just keep that in mind as you're contemplating your next move.
Well, okay, the other option then would be to spin around. They're inverted from us, aren't they?
They are indeed. Like, you can actually see there's one guy up front, like, standing next to a ballista, staring down at you through the sights of a rifle.
The other option would be to spin around, close on them at, high speed, and then either attack them or, try and crash into them. How much control over speed do you have? And how does
Theoretically, lots?
Yeah, I mean,
and how does gravity work?
so gravity is based
Okay.
on the keel of your ship.
Player Colin knows how gravity works.
Oh, sorry.
So, yeah, I mean, I'll, like, relay in this... Well, if we're still in the planet's gravity plane, then gravity works normally. Shouldn't they be falling off the ship?
They shouldn't they? All right, you're outside the gravity plane. You're outside the
Okay.
gravity plane.
All right, we've
I-
reached the...
You've reached the outside of the gravity plane, and they invert.
Okay, that's totally fine.
They're also now. They were 12. They are now 1,000 feet from you.
Okay, I'm, brief explanation of the fact that gravity... Oh, what? In between... The bigger thing? Is it the bigger thing has the gravity plane? Damn, I don't even remember now.
Yes, the
It's
bigger
amount
the
possible.
the bigger ship is the gravity plane.
We're bigger than them, aren't we?
Like slightly.
I mean, we've got more decks.
You do.
And we're longer. Okay, well then let's spin around and see if we can't ram them at our current orientation.
The other option is if we can get outside of the system, we can travel fast enough that they won't know where we're going.
But won't they just keep following us? And they're faster than we are.
I suppose.
Yeah, they're
Do
gonna.
we really want
They
to
are
crash?
gonna catch you before you get out of the system.
Okay. Well then, I don't know. It sounds like you guys want to head at them, and I'm up for that.
The
I
ship's
think it's
already
the-
pretty damaged.
I think it's the
Can
best
we do
option.
any kind of evasive maneuvering?
They're faster than we are. So in open chases, they're gonna catch us.
Okay.
All right.
I'm all down for a fight. I'm just saying maybe the crashing in a broken ship is not a smart idea.
The ship will hold.
Are you sure?
Mostly. Like,
You seem very confident for a person who only
85%.
just stepped onto one.
It's called intuition.
All right. So here's
Nah,
how.
Viz told me all about these things. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, sure you do.
So in the books, ship-to-ship combat is actually somewhat vague. So basically, what I want to do is I kind of want to run it like the Star Wars ship-to-ship combat. Each side will take turns as each character does something. Now keep in mind that maneuvering a spelljamming ship does not cost the pilot an action or a bonus action, but you do have to remain in the chair. So, what I want to do is have everybody roll initiative, and we're going to go with the lowest initiatives from each group. And that will be the side initiative.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm guessing I don't have the lowest initiative.
I just rolled a 1.
Yeah, that's like a 4 for you, though, isn't it?
Holy shit. Okay, so I've
No, it's
got
only a 3.
I've got a total of a 4. Oh. Alright. So, it sounds like they go first.
That sounds about right.
So they are... So, ships don't actually move stupid fast? So, the way I'm thinking about doing ship movement is pretty much... Like, you guys aren't slow, but you aren't fast at 40 feet. And these guys are slightly faster. They've got to move at 45. So what I want to do is Star Wars minis game. The measurements will be front to back. So basically 45 feet from the front is where I'll put the back of this thing. If that makes sense.
Oh, 45 feet?
So about like that. So they are
okay.
they are closing in. Now your guys' ship has a speed of 40. So they close in and they are still a little bit out of range actually. I think that doesn't represent our true ranges real
They're not
well.
out of the range of me.
No?
No.
Alright, so if they move 40 feet and they were at 1,000, that puts them at 950.
This is going to take them a while, assuming that we go the same speed, which is not a good assumption, but at the same time...
But you guys move 40, they move 45.
But our plan is to spin around, so we will be closing at 80.
Yes.
I don't want to spin around.
Alright. So, Drew, you are the pilot, so you will go first. We'll do ship movements like first thing, and then we'll do individual actions.
Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and spin around. We'll start heading directly at them.
Okay, so when you say spin around, do you want to do like a big arc and come at them like on the same plane? Or...
No, I do not. I want to continue on the plane that we are on, but like, turn around.
Okay. So, if we spin you like this and move you over like that, approximately 40 feet. Sound
Yeah,
good to you?
that's
That
yeah.
that seemed like a good movement? Because
So
you
we don't
don't.
necessarily move in a direction. We just sort of. Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it
you do
tracks.
like a big, wide, sweeping turn,
Right.
and now you are facing them. All right.
Yes.
So, their first individual action, nothing. Nothing is happening right now. All right. You guys, individual actions. So, pick somebody to do an individual action, and then we'll go back to them, and then back to you guys
Of
another,
note,
like, 7 times.
I can. I only updated my Swan and Mole's things for initiative tracking. So if everybody else could update theirs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be a good call. I do. Do many of us have anything to do until
Yeah, we gotta get in the rain.
we're remotely close to them?
I mean, move up to the front of the ship. That's how I would my action.
Yeah, I foresee these first couple of actions being somewhat slow. Like, but that's fine. That builds tension, and that's how sailing adventures tend to be.
I still wind up going firstish. All right. Well, I don't think I have anything to do personally, other than pilot the ship right now. So I will continue doing that.
All right. Yeah. Ship's already moved, so if
Yep.
that's the whole deal, then we'll do them next. They've
Do
also
we,
already moved.
in the interest of like making this quicker, does anyone else have it? Like, what's the furthest range that anybody has, or does anyone have like support actions? I mean, if we're
I
just
can
gonna
move
do
to the
7
front,
rounds of going back and forth
Yeah,
between each
our-
other and saying nah.
There is a bard that has yet to use any bardic inspiration. You should have like 3 1d6 bonuses that you could just hand out over this period.
Don't I have to do that within the round where people are doing actions?
No, that shit lasts for like 10 minutes. Bardic inspiration is fucking baller. Like, never forget to use your bardic inspiration.
Sure. However, is it going to take more than 10 minutes for us to get into range to do something?
Oh, absolutely not. They're like 1,000 feet away.
Okay.
It's gonna take
I want to rock!
like a minute, a little bit less.
Yeah, so I think you got like 2 or 3 at second level that you can distribute amongst people.
I have 2.
2. So yeah, you give 2 1d6 bonuses to 2 separate people.
I'm gonna give it 2. I'm gonna give it to our pilot. Just in case. And who's got a good ranged weapon, friends?
I've got a good ranged spell at 120 feet.
Awesome. Go for it.
Awesome.
I want to squawk!
Alright, so you're 120 feet, Colin?
120 feet.
Does anyone else have anything
awesome.
to do before then?
Alright, Colin, where are you at? You're at the very bow of the ship?
I would move to the bow so I would have the best possible range.
Okay. Let's do this. Everybody's holding actions at this point. The tension is rising. The two ships are closing in on each other. We get to 180 feet. You can see the guy with the rifle aiming at you. He can see you there. We get to 160 feet. Everybody is holding tight. The tension rises. The tension rises. We get to 140 feet, and you can almost smell the sweat off of his brow. You can smell the sweat off of yours, and boom, he is almost right over you at 140 feet or at 120 feet, and let's roll both at the same time. Just two held actions going off simultaneously. I believe you are the only two that can achieve anything at this distance, correct?
I've got a firebolt I can throw it for 120 feet.
You are at the back of the ship, so you are still out of range.
Fair enough. And I cannot move.
And you cannot move. Alright. So, what's your bonus to hit with a musket? Alright. You
Bardic
ready?
Inspiration is a D6?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yes.
I'm ready if you are.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Nat 20.
16,
Oh
17, 18, 19.
Oh.
So 19 hits. So go ahead, roll your damage.
Oops. Oops.
Keep grabbing stuff.
Ten damage.
Nice.
Oh man, you know what I need to do?
Ah!
Yeah, it would probably help if you were capable of doing things.
You know.
Just slightly. So 10 damage. Alright, that hurt him. I did roll that nat 20, Colin. I am so
Yeah.
sorry about this.
Oh, whatever. How much damage does a rifle even do?
All of the damage.
Yeah.
It's like a D10.
For-
4 D6?
No. It does 2d12 double damage.
And I'm rolling up a new character.
Like, actually?
No. 12, 13, 24,
18.
25 damage. So that puts
Holy
me
cow.
at -8.
-8. Alright. Yeah. So,
Always making death saves.
everybody watches as that goes down up front, and yeah, rifle goes off. Fucking Satyr Boy goes down hard.
Apparently.
Thank God we've got a paladin and a cleric in this party.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a nasty weapon to be facing it
He is a CR2.
with that weapon.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
No,
mean,
that makes sense actually.
to be fair, that was a critical hit. Like you got shafted on that. So
Well, okay.
all right. So next is he went. They went. All right. Let's just go down the list now. Quiddick. Sorry. You are up.
So, can I want to, like, rotate the ship 90 degrees so that our nose is basically running into them.
This is personal action time, not ship movement time.
Fine, be that way.
Ship movement's gonna be the first thing we do, and then we'll do personal actions.
Can I firebolt anything then?
You are not yet close enough, but you can hold the action to be ready when the ship movement happens.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. Held action. Swan.
Well, I'm gonna go over and try and cure wound. Because he's super duper dead.
He's not
No,
super duper
I'm
dead.
2 hit points away from super duper dead.
Yeah. Whew.
Technically,
See,
you're...
fine. Tis but a scratch.
Except I'm pretty sure I'm unconscious.
I'm gonna
You
try
definitely
and
Oh,
make
yeah,
you
you're-
a little less almost dead. So there goes my spells. And 1d8 plus 2. Should I roll it, or do you guys want to roll it?
What are
Want me
you
to roll
trying to
it?
do?
I need a
One-
d8.
A D8.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you
There it
trying
is.
to use?
1d8 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hey!
Alright.
You're positive HP.
All right! Yeah!
Max.
Colin, you don't negative hit points on a thing in fifth ed.
All right. Yeah. You were just
So you
down,
get
so
The
that's
benefit of the whole thing.
yeah. You're back to 10 HP. Right. I play too
Good.
much GURPS. I'm literally
Lord.
playing a GURPS character that is designed to be like 300 HP negative.
Whew.
Designed to go as low as 300, not designed to be there.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
Nah,
I'm
that's fine.
crouching down on the deck, tending to your wounds.
Well, it's a spell, right?
Yeah.
It is, but I mean,
Okay.
like, I'm also, making sure you're not choking on your own blood or vomit.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're using Cure Wounds, that's a touch spell.
It
Oh
is a
yeah,
spell,
that is a touch
Yeah.
spell. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can fly, can't you?
I think so, yeah. Like, short distances.
What's your flight speed?
Do not know.
50 feet
50
while
feet.
not wearing medium or heavy armor.
Oh,
So
I'm like turning your head to the side so you're vomiting up blood on the deck instead of down your own throat. You're welcome.
actually,
You need help?
okay. So
Me?
you actually can't quite get there this turn.
Oh, I can't get there to heal him? I thought. Okay.
But we'll keep all of those rolls. Next turn,
Okay.
you will do 50 points
I will
of
do all
healing.
of those things.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You just can't quite make it yet.
Oh, so I don't get healed.
Not yet.
Not quite yet. Just simply because she was at the back of the ship. The back of the ship's the ship's 120 feet long, so
So you're still dying. Kinda.
kind of.
Well, at least
With-
you're not a target anymore. How about
With the
that?
benefit of foresight. Yeah, exactly. All right. Next is Mojo.
Am I able to dash my distance, or the ship is too
You-
irregular
you
to be
can-
able to dash?
Absolutely dash. Actually, you know what? I think so does
Just so you know,
Swan
your grid was set to 1.3. instead of 1.
Oh, really?
So, yep.
Oh.
So each one of those
How the
squares
hell did that
is... I don't know.
30, and this would be 10, 20, 25, 30. I think this is as far as I go with a dash for 60.
All right, that still gets you way up there.
Yep, that's my turn.
All right. So after Mojo, it's Mull. Mull, go ahead, roll a d20. You are
15.
fine. No, wait. 10 or above succeeds. Yes, that makes sense. You are fine. You've passed a death save. Shaden, you are next.
All right. So, how close am I to uh, the guy? I have a thing I can cast at 30 feet, I think. Is he within that?
No.
Which guy?
The dying guy.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna need to move. You're gonna need to take a dash to get to about midship.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Close. Close. Alright, so that is Shaden. The Hadozi crew have already... Oh, nope, he starts reloading. And then, lastly, but not leastly, we have got Mud. My name is...
I think I'm gonna hold action.
Hold action.
Yeah, I think I might like move just to the front of the. Yeah, and then I'm gonna just hold action and kind of see how things are going. Make sure that Quiddick doesn't get into some dumb shit.
Okay. Alright, so that is the first turn done. The first, major turn done. Which brings us to movement round. Ships move. They move first. They are pretty much holding course. Nice.
Am I close enough that I can turn my nose up into them?
So they go there. And you want to just turn up and go right into them?
Yes.
Probably not going to be very well armored from that direction.
That's...
You don't build the deck the same thickness as the
So they were
hull.
120 feet. Alright. So just about like so, Drew?
Yes. Maybe?
And then with your speed, let's see. Alright, you guys haven't quite made contact yet, but your masts are starting to get pretty intertwined.
I think I wanna be a little more angled more intensely, but yes.
Okay. That we can achieve. So, a little more like so.
Yeah.
Oh, you bastard. You have completely blocked the view of that spellcaster back there.
Well done.
Alright. So... yeah, that's ship movement, which brings us to Quiddick. You are up first. You can, see across the decks, at the guy reloading.
Am I 120 feet away from him?
You are within 120 feet now. You guys just
Firebolt.
moved 40 and 45, so you're at, 40. Yeah. Well, you're... because of the length of the ship, you're also a little... There's a... You're close to the end of your range, but it's within range.
I got a 17 to hit.
You got a 17 to hit. You got
Yep.
a 17 to hit, and that in fact hits.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll that damage. Actually, shit, you had a readied action, and then, like, as soon as you guys got in range, you haven't even done your turn yet, so.
So it'll be 8 damage, and then I'll just hit him with another one, like, right away.
8 damage.
That's a 16. No, 15.
That hits.
That's another 8 damage.
That's another 8 damage. All right, that you've put the hurt on this guy. He is looking not as happy as he was earlier. Which brings us now to Swan. Which Swan,
I already did my thing.
you touch him and boom, and suddenly Mud, you are back up. There's a bird.
I'm Maul, not Mud.
Mole.
Mud is back here.
Mole. Yes, Mole, you are up. Mole is up and ready to
No,
go.
Maul, stay down. Stay down.
So Mole, and then there's Mojo.
Okay,
Also, Mole, I just wanted to mention, I wanna roll back to about where you're starting to cast a spell. I forgot something that I wanted to do. You were getting ready to, like, you were going up front. You actually had no idea that you could cast a spell. Okay.
This is true.
You had no idea that was a thing you could achieve. You go up to the very front of the ship. You're on the bow, and suddenly you hear the sword in your head, and it just says, "I can give you the power."
I'll take any power you have.
So, you just agree? Wonderful.
That's
Too late! You've agreed. You've agreed! You can actually almost sense a little bit of confusion when you just agree. He was like, you could tell he was almost getting ready to start, like, arguing with you, and then you were like
trying to
sure!
right?
Yeah, exactly. And then you were like, sure! And he was like, wait, you didn't want to even see the fine print? Aight!
Wisdom of 8.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, okay. And then, yeah, he's like, wait for it. Wait for it. Now! And then you kind of envision casting that spell. Alright, so, that was that.
Hey,
Mole
that was-
has just stood back up after getting shot. You just got shot.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. Stay down. Walk.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn. You just got shot.
I thought Mojo went before me.
Mojo does go before you. Yes. Mojo. Jojo. Mojo. Sorry.
I think oh, wait, no. Okay, never mind. Ignore me.
You are being ignored. Mojo, you are up first. I'm sorry.
20, 30. Are we getting close enough to where we can actually jump into their ship from the front of our ship?
Okay. If you can, actually, you know what? You could probably even, like, where they are, grab the
I
mast.
made my full movement. I think I can dash or do a bonus, but I'm
Yes.
not sure if I can dash into there.
Yes, because I want this to happen, yes, you can flying leap off the front of your ship into their ship. Go for it.
What would I need to roll? Athletics?
Athletics.
Okay. Athletics, I have advantage for being a griff. I have +3. So, rolling 2d20s. What? Sorry. One of
You
the dice-
missed!
I think one of the dice went into the paladin deck.
Yeah, it did. If only there was some sort of a tray you could roll them in. Alright.
I have a 10 and a 16.
Really? Because I'm
Like-
reading a 7 and a 13.
He
I have plus
added
3
his
Oh,
modifier.
right.
Okay.
So a 10 and a 16. Alright. Yeah, you absolutely make the jump. You start heading out over the front of the ship, and gravity changes. Roll me an acrobatics.
Robotics is going to be at a -1. Here we go. Fuck.
No!
I roll a 0.
Oh my god!
Smack.
So,
Ballistic weapon.
Mr. Giff, like all of you up front, you just watch this gigantic hippopotamus like take this huge running jump, and he manages. You see where the gravity takes hold of him on the other ship, and instead of like flipping to his feet, he maintains course and takes the deck right to the face. Just eats it. Just boom.
I take damage?
Roll me 1d6 plus strength modifier.
My strength modifier or whose strength?
Your strength modifier, because
R is
5.
you take 8 damage just right to the goddamn face. Just crushed yourself right in the deck.
Okay.
Say
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Man, I'm gonna hurt
Yes.
right now.
That hurt a
Man,
lot
yes.
right now. Mull, you just watch Mr. Hippo just fucking face plant into the deck of this other ship.
yeah. Where on the deck did you fall, Ev?
He is.
Never mind.
That's
that works.
perfect.
Thank you.
That works for me exactly. Boom. That is where Ev is, and yes, Mole, you just watched this whole thing. First off, what is your reaction? I just want to know how you react to what you just saw. Let's get some flavor of that.
And then like a preemptive wince, and then a snort of laughter. And
Okay.
then I'm jumping after him.
Okay, alright, let's do the same thing. Athletics, and then for now, an acrobatics because of the gravity change. Like, that is a novel feeling for you.
Yes. In regards to the athletics, I have an additional jump that comes with my race. We're not really worrying about distance in this instance, I know, so can I argue that I would get advantage?
I would take that argument. You do it like a fucking pro. Let's see that acrobatics.
23.
And you land right next to Mojo, just with poise and grace.
Okay.
All right. That was your movement. You've still got action if you want it, and bonus action.
Oh yeah, for a bonus action, I am going to use my second wind and regain 7 hit points, which takes me exactly to full.
Perfect.
As far as an action, I don't necessarily know that there's anything I can do standing right here.
You can Eldritch Blast things again.
Did you only have the one spell? What's your
Oh, no, I can absolutely Eldritch Blast things again, or I can illusion. You know what? I'm gonna illusion some fire on the deck. No, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that guy. It just makes more sense.
roll
19.
It? 19? Yeah, that hits.
5 damage.
He's still not happy. That was damage. Boom. All right. Eldritch blasted. Boom. So that's Mull. Shaden. You are up next.
All right, so the only one who needs healing is Mr. Dexterity over there, correct?
That is correct.
All right, so is he out of the range?
What's your range?
What are you trying to hit him with?
Cure wounds, which I think is touch.
Yeah, Cure Wounds is touch.
Yes.
You have a ranged one though too. You have Healing Word as well, which is 60 feet.
Yeah, is he within 60 feet?
You're gonna have to move, but you can get to within 60 feet.
Okay.
30, or 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, that'll put you within like just 60 feet of him.
Okay. I'm gonna move to within range and cast the word thing.
Healing Word. All right. Yeah, you hit. So I believe you just roll 1d6 plus your wisdom modifier, or 1d4 plus your wisdom modifier.
Is it 4? I thought it was 6 too. But actually, now that I think about it, that's Cure Wounds, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So 1 plus 3?
3.
4? 4 hit points, Ev.
4 hit points. That's still good. That's good.
Oh, you
That's
weren't.
good.
Yeah, he wasn't that bad.
No.
We
He's-
stopped
hey.
the bleeding.
He wasn't even bleeding. He's got 24 hit points at level 2. Jesus.
That's what happens when you're a goddamn tank. Look at his constitution.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Like he's got a high con, a high strength, and a high charisma. He's dumb as fuck and not super nimble, but
Yeah, okay. He's super Mimex. I didn't realize that. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
all right. So after Shaden, it is the crew. This guy has actually reloaded his gun. And, let's see. So from where he's at, you know what?
he's got to shoot me again.
Well, actually, I think he might be going for the pilot of this other Spelljammer vessel.
Okay.
Although, honestly, 2 people just jumped on his ship, so yeah he's shooting.
More like fall.
One person fell. One person jumped and landed gracefully.
Yeah,
Hero pose.
actually, I'm looking at this lineup. So you fell, went thunk. He like turned around after finishing that. He starts to like point his gun at you, and then all of a sudden, boom! This satyr jumps in front of him
And then hits him with an Eldritch Blast.
and hits him with an Eldritch Blast. And he rolls a 4. And I don't think a 9 is gonna get through.
No, I don't either. So shield or armor, your choice.
Shield. Wait. That's not even... That's just your regular old dex. He misses completely. It doesn't even hit you.
Okay.
Like, that's not even within the range of your, like, armor or shield bonuses, so... He misses. Which brings
I
us...
think maybe to ask, as far as we can tell, is he the only one on board?
No. So, at the front of your guys' ship, right here, suddenly appears a glowing saber.
Okay. Other spellcasters, Chick's Fist.
Gizmo, that's what I'm looking for in this particular instance. So, boom! A saber appears right... Oh, damn it.
Oh, is that why that was sitting on my end of the table?
Oh, yes. Yes, it was.
I thought it was supposed to represent my magic sword, so I...
Well, that is just a happy bonus. Alright, and then said magic saber is gonna take a swing over at the swan song.
Lord.
Swan, what's your armor like?
13.
13? That is still a goddamn miss. That was a terrible, terrible roll.
Huzzah!
Terrible roll. Which brings us to Mud. Mud, you're up.
Goodness. I'm. I feel like it's a bad idea to like leave Quiddick alone, but at the same time, God, I'm itching for a fight.
Go punch things.
I guess I'm gonna start making my way to the front of the ship. I don't think I get too far, but yeah. What is the square for again? Like, what's the size of the...
5 feet.
5 feet, yes. You can take a dash.
Yes.
Well, don't you get... Oh yeah, you can even burn a key point to take a dash action as a bonus action.
Ooh, that sounds like a plan. I think I want to keep some of those points, but yeah.
Yeah,
You might have a rest of
it's pretty...
this, so you might want to burn them.
Well, I can use them in my attack. I can do like a double attack as a secondary action after my regular attack.
Yeah, but as well, you know, even with a dash, you're probably not going to get super close this turn. Might be worth just taking the regular dash action.
My normal move gets me to where I am now. I mean, that's the 40 feet or whatever, isn't it?
40 feet? Your sheet says... Oh, holy shit! You are stupid quick.
Monks are fast.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes.
I leveled up and I got fast.
Yeah. Sweet. Use it.
So with the regular dash, what is that again?
It just uses your action, and you can move a second movement, basically.
Oh, cool. I'm in the fray now.
So yeah, you can move another 40 feet if you want to just do that. Boom.
That looks about right.
Sweet. So that will bring us all the way back to the top of the initiative, and it's ship movement time, and first it is their ship to move. And they continue moving forward, but there's a little caveat to this moving forward maneuver. They are also twisting as they move forward. So boom. Drew. Crashing into their ass is all but inevitable at this point, so you might...
That actually kind of works out for us, because I realized I made a miscalculation, and I was just gonna go with the miscalculation because it kind of fits the naivete of my character, but But then this won't be like horribly lethal, so it's cool.
All right. Because
so yeah, let's
you
crash
naively
into it.
didn't assume that all of your people would jump over onto the other ship.
No, mostly because I forgot that the gravity plane thing goes to the thing with the most hit points rather than the largest object, and we don't have a lot of hit points. So, but that's fine. We can crash into them.
Oh my god.
We have enough hit points to survive that.
Totally right. Yes, you crash into them. Let's take a look here.
And then we all die.
Drew, go ahead and roll me 8d10.
Is it 8d10 or is it 4d10? I thought it was 4d10.
So, crash damage, size of creature or object struck, large, huge, and gargantuan.
Okay, alright.
So, I'm going to say you guys are huge, because mostly I want to put in much bigger ships eventually. So, I'm going to roll 8d10 versus you, and you're going to roll 8d10 versus me.
Do we roll it, or do we both get the same amount of damage?
I'm sorry?
Do we roll it individually, or do we both get the same amount of damage?
I want to roll it individually.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
41 on our side.
42 on your side. So you guys take 42 damage, which means that is like half your remaining HP. So yeah, the whole front end of your ship just starts to crumple in, and at this point, the front of your ship now ends. We're just gonna go ahead and grab the pen. The front of your ship now ends there.
We're fine.
Swan Song, you have to duck just a little bit as the front of your ship collides with the keel of another ship, and just you're suddenly like, you've got a very big ceiling, a wooden ceiling, not glass, thankfully. So yes, the front of your ship now ends there. They have a big hole in the bottom of their ship. Actually, I'm gonna say mud with an acrobatics. You could easily get into their ship.
This sounds like a good idea.
If that is something you would like to achieve. So, boom.
Like in the now or on my turn?
On your turn. I am just making sure to point it out. Alright.
There's some,
And then
I don't appear to be able to edit the part of the description that contains the hit points, or I'm being dumb. That's also possible.
we could just do it in the easier fashion of
Also possible.
boom, boom. Do the math, Drew. You had 100, you lost
42.
42.
Oops.
That,
That's not.
that
They
58.
lost 41. So, that will bring us to the... Oh, nope, actually. You guys have 58. They've got... Okay, so gravity hits their plane. Everybody on board your ship, roll me an acrobatics as you are now on basically what amounts to a 45-degree angle.
Alright, this is for Wendy. That's a 5. This is for Amanda.
Wendy rolls a straight up 5.
No, she rolled a 6 and she has a -1 to acrobatics.
Oh, all right.
Amanda rolls a 21.
I got a not Cool 20.
Swan Song and Mud, you are fine.
I got a nat 20. Can I sort of like expand that to maybe I make a cool ship maneuver that like helps Wendy
No.
out?
No.
Oh,
No.
oh.
Wendy,
Oh.
you fall
ship rolls
backwards,
are like-
and now you are like against the railing on the top of the quarterdeck here. As everybody's plane of gravity switches. Although Drew,
All right.
as you hear that gravity plane switch, you do hear a lot of jingling underneath you, like metallic jingling.
Huh. Okay, good to know.
I would like to remind everybody at this point that I can swear in 4 languages.
All right. Top of the round. Quiddick, you are up.
I can't see anything, right? Because they're
Yeah, you've got the
They're,
bottom of their ship, but you know, you do also have the bottom of their ship. You could easily start doing damage to the ship itself.
It's true. I think what I'm gonna do this turn is I'm gonna cast Mending on our ship.
Okay.
I support that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah, you do that.
I gotta figure out. I think it's 1d8.
Oh, dude, I have that too. Okay, I'll do.
It can only be done once per hour, so it's not great, but. Oh, 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. Okay, that's not bad.
There we go.
I mean, it's still not like a couple hundred, but you know. Alright, so that's going to be 8 hit points. Alright, so I'll throw that onto my. What does that do to gravity? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't get us above their gravity, but it makes me wonder what happens when hit
Well-
points change.
So they've got a smaller ship, and actually, I was just wondering that myself, and I want to play with it. And since it's still a low-level encounter, here's what we're gonna do. Everybody on your ship, suddenly, you're back on your feet on a level plane. Colin and Ever, make me
Ever's
acrobatics.
thrown.
Yeah, I know. Make me acrobatics checks.
I got a 19.
You are fine.
Could I
Ever
offer
disadvantage?
yeah, could I offer athletics?
To just hold on?
Yeah, I will give you an athletics to just hold on, but you will have disadvantage. So that means you get to
Okay,
just roll one
disadvantage.
dice. You just roll one dice in this particular case.
Okay.
Plus
that
your
would be a
strength.
12.
Plus, okay. You are right next to that grate. I am going to say it is very easy to grab, like, a ledge and not slide. But you're still prone, and yeah, your face hurts. And yes, the other ship is suddenly. We can actually make an adjustment here, because the way this is actually working at this point. Let's see. Hopefully, I can grab both of you. Maybe not. Never mind.
Yeah, that seems like more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah. I'm gonna not do that. Anyhow, the back of your ship is now standing like way up. Oh, there's one thing I have to do.
Roll for the guy that's standing right where it's about to be a cliff.
Standing right where it's about to be a cliff. So. Oh my god, he rolls a 2. But he does in fact also have. If you would take damage from his fall, the Hadozi extended skin membrane. Okay, so yeah, he starts to fall, and he is actually currently like in the air right about here. Yeah, that looks about right. And he's got like the flaps extended, so he's just parachuting right now, basically.
Friggin' flying squirrel monkeys.
Actually, no, he's not extending those
fist.
right now. He's not extending those. No, actually, he is, because he still has to reload that rifle. So, all right. So that's that. Well done, guys. Well done. Swan, you're up next.
Okay. First of all, how far am I? Well, there was somebody who tried to take a shot at me, right?
Yes,
And
but
is he
really,
still in my face?
no. No, there is a sword in your face.
So yeah, spectral magic sword.
Yep.
I don't really know what there is to do about that.
Can dispel it.
Can I though? Like, I don't.
It's a spell. If you got dispel.
I don't. And I don't have any spells left. I think I'm just gonna have to move away from it.
Do not think it gets. Yeah, no, you can move away from it. It does
I
not.
think Dispel Magic is 3rd level anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Fair
but
enough.
I mean, I don't even have any spells like left, so that would not even be an option if I had it.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna move.
So the front of your ship is currently sitting in a hole that you made on the bottom of their keel. So you could, with like an acrobatics check, get yourself up in there.
I mean, dude, I can fly.
Oh shit! You could fly like around the side of the ship even.
Correct.
Yeah, if you jumped off, you could get all the way to the top of the ship. Let's see, where are you guys principally located? Oh my god, yeah, you could jump off and get like right here, no problem.
Yeah, let's do it.
Or the other side even, but yeah. So you are up here. You don't even need to roll anything. Boom.
Great.
So there is a spellcaster above you, and there's a Hadozi floating down, and you're actually you're actually probably standing on the stairs, and the stairs are almost level for you. Gravity-wise.
Cool.
Yeah. So you look kind of badass on this weird gravity plane. Which, okay, so you're out of spells. You could. Oh, you're not completely out of spells. You've got to have
I got cantrips.
What are your cantrips? Oh,
good.
shit! Vicious Mockery!
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Knew I had mending and I was going to use it on the ship, but I was like, that doesn't really work. I forgot I had Vicious Mockery. How far feet? Yeah, sure, let's try it.
All right.
It's got to have a wisdom saving throw.
DC 12.
Who are you insulting, and what is the insult?
Well, where?
There's a monkey man with a gun floating in the air. Not floating, I guess gliding, or like up the stairs behind you. There's a spellcaster who probably has an awesome wisdom save.
Let's go with the monkey.
Good choice.
And
He's little. He's holding a giant gun. There might be a penis joke in there somewhere.
Okay, implied penis joke. I'm not even gonna make it.
He rolled a nat 20.
And that is bad.
Yeah. Well, for you, he
For me,
he saves hard. It's not bad. It just he shakes off your insult. No psychic damage.
Clearly, he's very secure in his manhood.
Yeah,
Clearly.
yeah. Clearly
Clearly.
very secure in his monkeyhood. Which brings us to Mojo. Mojo, you are having a rough couple of minutes.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I can get up and still do an action.
Roll me.
Getting up only costs 15 feet of movement, so
Yeah.
you have like half of a move left still if you
Oh.
want to do stuff.
Okay, so I can get up and go here and still be in range of this monkey.
The monkey is in the air, though.
So the monkey is like, yeah, but he's like in the air along the deck. So,
Okay.
Ev, what you wind up
Why?
doing is you actually pull yourself up so you're standing on the mast as Mr. Monkey comes down to you.
Okay, so I would have to hold my action before I can attack him.
Yeah, he needs to move just a little bit more. But he's coming
Okay.
right at you, so.
I'll hold my action then until he's there.
Okay. Which brings us to Mole. Mole, you're up.
All right. So I had the little rules lawyery moment. We can either adjust our initiative to go when we want to go, but it's permanent, or we can specify a particular action that is triggered under a particular set of circumstances and do only that.
Yeah, we
So-
talked about this last week, and
We did.
James decided he had a way he liked it better.
Oh,
Which,
okay, all
the,
right, I'm right then.
I mean, literally the way I like it better is just doing the, like, declare an action to hold it.
Which is like, I mean, both are valid, but brain, ignore me.
But
move
you
on.
could decide to move your initiative down in the order, so that way it's just permanent and you get a full action otherwise.
I mean, like rules is written, you can do either. You just have to pick. But I think the reason why I brought it up is because we haven't been super specific about what we want to do and when we want to do it. But I'm fine. I just wanted to acknowledge the fact.
A lot of it just tends to be, in this particular case, that what is going to happen is pretty obvious. Like, he's going to float towards Ev, and Ev's going to smack him in the face with a hammer.
And that's gonna hurt him. All right, yeah, that's
So,
totally fine. I just wanted to bring it up.
that's
go
how
ahead,
that's
Colin.
going to work. Mole, it's your turn.
No, it's not. He just went. It's my turn. Oh, no, I'm
You're
Mole.
Mole.
I'm just shouting, "You get the monkey!" to Mojo as I run up the stairs.
Okay.
I guess they're both monkeys, but
Yeah, you can clearly see the other one is also a monkey, just a monkey holding a spell book. Alright, was that a double move or casting Eldritch Blast? What you doing?
Yeah, let's just do Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Probably gonna get a lot of use out of this one. That's a 19 plus my charisma, so 22.
That absolutely hits. Roll that damage.
4.
4 total damage.
4 total damage. I don't add my modifier to that.
Alright. Boom. Which brings us down to Shaden. Gravity's back on its normal plane.
All right. So, how close am I to the pilot right now? I have to make that damn leap again.
You are like under here, like where my finger is.
Okay.
And the thing is here, so you'd have to climb into the hole in the boat
And then
and
up
then up
2
onto the
sets
deck.
of stairs. Onto the
Yeah.
deck and then up to the quarter deck.
Okay, I meant our pilot.
So,
Why?
Dude, you need someone to protect you.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
Not
that's
with
not much.
frickin' flying monkeys around, dude.
That's not close, and
Times 5.
nothing is coming
Okay.
through the bottom of the other ship.
65 feet from the other ship, or from
Okay.
our pilot.
Do I have anyone nearby?
Just me.
Mud.
Just mud.
Okay. So no enemies or anything?
No enemies nearby. No, they twisted to get out of your line of sight.
Anyone need healing?
Isn't there still a sword?
There is still
Yes.
a sword, like, dangling in front of you, like an ethereal sword.
Okay.
You might either want to run into the ship or run away from the sword. One of the two.
I'm gonna run away from the sword.
Run away!
So just
Is the sword attached to something?
no, it's magical ethereal sword.
So
If
I
you had
can't,
some
like-
form of dispel.
She doesn't.
I can't
No.
like hit it with my warhammer, knock it off the edge of the ship.
You can try.
All right, let's try that.
All right.
Let me look up ethereal weapon real quick, or spiritual weapon real quick.
And
Oh, it's a spiritual weapon.
oh.
What are we doing here? Oh, I keep forgetting to add my proficiency bonus. Yeah, okay, so you got a +3 with your Warhammer.
I'm gonna swing that warhammer like it's a golf club and try to knock that fucking sword as far away from me as I can get it.
Her attack roll was 13.
Okay. Give me just a second. I am looking this up.
Spell itself doesn't say anything about whether or not it can be hit.
Yeah, I'm not... I am not entirely sure.
I mean, as a whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm contemplating on it, because it is a spiritual weapon. It's a spell. It's only a second level spell. Oh,
I have that as a
Oh.
cleric.
I know. I know. You attack it. What is... Okay, you attack it. You attack it, and now I'm going to roll a concentration for the Cult Fanatic. And you did how much damage?
Well, the attack was 13. I don't
Oh.
know if it hit or not.
I think it's going to automatically hit. Okay. He rolled a total of an 8. Spell fades.
Oh, okay.
So I basically all I did was roll a concentration for the spellcaster, and he rolled shit. So
Yeah.
that's how I think I want to play that. So yes, that sword just disappears.
Awesome.
Like I just used your attack as the concentration DC. Boom, Shaden.
Oh.
That thing disappears. Which brings us back to the Hadozi crew. We'll do the obvious one first. This guy starts floating down. He draws he draws a dagger and activates Ev's attack. So roll that attack, Ev.
Oh, that's a 4. I don't think I hit with a 7.
That is a miss. Absolutely a miss. Sorry, Ev.
Hold on, then that's fine.
So he actually lands like on the mast above you. We'll roll an acrobatics. And he lands just fine. And he is going to make a dagger attack. And that is a miss, and then he's going to make his second dagger attack. And that's a nat 20.
Woohoo.
So, 2d4 plus 2 damage. Jesus. 10 damage, Ev.
Okay,
I rolled 2 4s on 2d4.
no problem. How wounded does he look?
He's not looking happy. He's getting close. He's getting close.
It's been hit by 3 Eldritch Blasts, and I guess that's it.
Yeah.
I guess I can see.
and a
if there's
fireball.
something I'm looking.
He
I hit
was
him
hit
by
by.
2 firebolts, yeah.
He's been hit by a couple of firebolts too. He's just a tough one. He's a tough one. He doesn't do the regular assault with the rest of the guys. He stays on the ship. Plus he had the rifle. That brings us to the spellcaster who
I'm gonna die.
you see him get upset, and then he looks over at you, Mull. And Mull, go ahead and toss me a wisdom save, would ya? And this is verse a 14.
So I rolled a 19, so that's 18.
You succeed. You succeed. You feel magical energy just kind of pass over you, as the spell fails. Wow, I put this particular spellcaster in here because he had that particular spell for me to use against you in particular, and then you save verse it. That was unexpected. Well done,
Like that.
Mull. Well done. All right, Mud. My name is.
I'm gonna get into the hole in the ship. I gotta get where the action is. I'm bored.
All right. So what I'm gonna say is, if you want to take a dash action, either as your regular action or spending a key point, you can go through the hull and get to the top of the stairs on the regular deck. But you are gonna have to roll me an acrobatics.
That's one of my specialties. 18.
All right, so you run into the hole that you've created. You're now at basically the base of the stairs down here, and you manage to get all the way up here into to there, and you are at the top of the quarterdeck. Did you use a key or your regular action?
Regular
to
action.
dash. Okay. So, boom, you are up there. If you've got a bonus action you'd like to take, you can. Otherwise, we are at the top of the round.
I'm pretty sure I'm not in like an attack range of like the spellcaster or anybody, right?
He's like on top of the quarterdeck, which is like right above your head.
That did not answer my question.
So if you take a look here, you're here. Basically, he is here. Like, it's just...
Right, so no then.
The answer is no. No, you are not within melee range. Boom.
Okay, so then we're good.
You are, in fact, good. Alright. Boom. So that just happened. Movement time. First, it's them. They are massively slowed down, but I think what they're doing is full steam ahead. So they managed to, like, kind of peel out. They wind up taking some more damage as, like, your hull grinds against their hull. And they kind of come free of you since you're not actually touching anymore like that. Everybody on board this ship, go ahead, roll me an acrobatics again. Because there is yet another sudden shift of gravity.
Apparently an 8?
11.
22 for me. And... wow, the same for Amanda.
Alright. So, Ev, what did you get?
11.
11? Alright, Ev, you fall flat on your face, as does Mud.
Yep.
Do I fall on the monkey?
No, he was actually above you. It's just difficult to... the way things worked. So, actually, technically, he falls on you, but... basically, we're gonna say it ends just right like this. So, boom. Drew, how are you moving the ship?
Well,
I think we should take this.
so I want to continue rotating along the midpoint of the ship, but I also don't want to crash hard enough that we take a bunch of damage. So are those two things mutually exclusive?
Alright, so here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say you can kind of keep going forward. And
Well, I mean, like if I hold up, basically, if I like rotate up.
yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. So
Okay.
what I'm gonna say is you can get to about like this. Do you see where I'm at?
Yes.
Like I'm gonna say you can get to about like this. You're definitely gonna take damage to those masts, but in this particular setting, the masts aren't like super important.
We touching? I just want to make sure we're touching.
You're not touching. They managed to get. Okay, never
I
mind.
can't make sure that we're touching.
You can make sure that they're touching.
Okay.
All right.
And of course, I'm going to like telepathically let everybody know to hold on to something again.
All right. In this particular case, since he's let everybody know to hold on to something, you can roll acrobatics or athletics. Because
Sticking with acrobatics. 18 for me. And 10 for Amanda.
Amanda, you fall down. Like
I got 22.
You fall up the stairs, basically. Mud, you are just still on the ground. You don't fall anymore.
14 for me.
Hey.
I'm sorry, the magic number is 15. Ev, you fall flat on your face. You fall flat on your face, and then the ship comes back again, and then you kind of like fall so that way you're like somewhat wrapped around that mast.
I would like to point out that he's getting like better each time.
He is.
So
He is.
like there's that.
I'm so sorry, Ever. I'm so sorry, Ever.
Completely fine. Don't worry.
All right. So, if it makes you feel better, Ever, the hot nosy also falls and is like right next to you, kind of wrapped around the mast. And then
That
This-
spellcaster just fine.
That spellcaster just rolled a crit fail.
Sweet. Does he fall off the ship?
He is also sitting in a chair. So
Yeah, but like not fail.
you know what? Colin, I'm sorry,
Yes.
Mull, you see the spellcaster, like the last gravity change, and you see the spellcaster, and he gets all queasy, and he looks over, and he just hurls. Like, he is now retching. Like, he cannot cast spells this turn, as he is just puking. Not ever. Quiddick. You see a
Yes.
whole bunch of sick just start plopping down onto your main deck.
Hey.
I mean, it's also kind of covered in blood at this point too, so
That's fair.
that's a good point.
And at least partially broken.
All right. So that was movement, which brings us to Quiddick.
Alright. I'm still underneath the deck of their ship, though, right?
Yeah, you really can't see anything.
Yeah, I'll throw another firebolt at their ship
Okay.
for the sake of doing something.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll the hit?
Honestly, I'm not too worried about it because I don't think your firebolt does enough damage to get through their damage threshold.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they have damage thresholds.
So, I mean, you could just
Well,
be throwing firebolts at them and like,
let me see.
leaving char marks.
No, there's nothing else I can do. Alright, well, I guess I'm just in a position where I can't do a whole lot. C'est la vie. Alright. I'll say if I get to it, like if I see any targets this round, I will throw fireballs at them.
Firebolts. Firebolts.
Yeah.
Okay. Swan.
Actually,
Oh.
I'll toll-the dead them if they're close enough,
Okay.
because I'd rather
Cool.
do that. I just firebolts got a farther range.
Sounds good. Swan, it is your turn. You are kind of
Who is
laying
still
down.
left? Well, I am laying down, so I've got to get myself back up
Yeah.
first.
So that costs 15 movement.
Ooh, what was that? And who have we got around here that's left alive?
Both of them still, actually.
Alright. So we've got the spellcaster, right? He's above me, is that the one?
Yeah, so if you went up these stairs here, you would end up on this deck, and he's right here.
Okay. Yeah, because this is that's still like wigging me out a little bit. Like I don't quite understand how that all works. Would I have a clear shot at him from where I am?
What are you looking to shoot him with?
I've got a crossbow.
I'm gonna say from where you're at and where he's at, you're gonna be with disadvantage. Just because there's like a whole bunch of shit in the way.
You could just fly like 5 feet up.
That is something you could absolutely do.
Okay, and that wouldn't preclude me from shooting at him?
Fly up a little bit, grab your crossbow, and pop him? No. I'm going to say you can absolutely do that.
Alright, well then that's what I'm doing.
Alright. Roll
For that
it up.
matter-
Does somebody else
Honestly-
need to roll, or should I roll?
For that matter, not being on the deck might actually help you not have problems with all of this gravity switching around.
It doesn't matter.
Actually, no. It's the gravity within the sphere. So.
No, I mean, it doesn't matter because you rolled a 1.
Oh.
Oh, see, I rolled.
Alright.
So,
You pop up, Drew. You see a crossbow bolt stick into the main deck of your ship.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, Mojo.
Mojo.
You are like straddling, like laying across the main mast, and there is a monkey who is also laying across the main mast next to you.
Can I try and grapple him?
You can absolutely try and grab him.
I rolled a 22.
You rolled a 22. I am
I
not
Try to
entirely.
hold him by the neck.
Yeah, that gets past his AC. Yeah, you grab him? I guess roll a d4 plus strength for unarmed crushing damage.
Can I add my abilities to that?
Oh, what do you got?
Astral Spark and Divine Smite.
You're gonna smite him? All right.
I'll smite his little neck and I'll add 2
Smite
to
the
damage.
fuck out of him. Yeah.
Astral Spark only works when you hit with a weapon.
Okay, then only smiting.
Same with Smite, actually, when you hit with a melee weapon attack.
Then yeah, I cannot
okay.
do that. It's only gonna be the
So
D4 you said.
yeah, just roll a d4 unarmed attack. So 2 plus 3 is 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
neck.
5. Yeah, and you are continuing to hold him. He is in the midst of a grapple. You just went all fucking Homer Simpson on him.
Why, you little scoundrel!
Which brings us up to Mole.
Okay, 1. Oh. The grid isn't projecting up here.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it just the... Sorry. These squares are a different size than the grid.
No, there's totally a grid on there.
They have always been that way.
Where the hell did I go? All the way down there. Okay. Yeah, and it I don't know, there's something weird about how this is set up, too.
Here, would you
I'm trying...
stop moving him? I can get him up there. About
Okay.
there?
Sure.
Perfect.
Okay.
He is currently laying in a chair, retching.
I am attacking him with the sword. For fuck's sake. I also rolled a 1.
Did you roll a 1?
Yes.
You rolled a 1? Alright.
Stop that.
Yeah.
I should
You
what?
gonna slip?
Stop that. Doesn't he
Oh,
get
yeah.
advantage for the other guy being bad at...
Oh, actually, you absolutely would, because he is in the
Ha!
process of retching.
Who's lower for the save?
11.
Which doesn't hit, but
Right.
it's not
Isn't
a crit.
horrible.
Yeah, it's
Okay. Well, that's only if I smite. There's something else I wanted to do. It's cursed for 1 minute until it dies. So I get a +2 to damage rolls, and my threat range is 19 or 20, and I gain 4 hit points if he dies.
awesome. Well, that's you. Shaden. You can actually, like, you are now standing in a spot where you can see the entire deck over here. You have to look up a little bit, but
So you're on this brown wooden ship here, and if you look up, you can actually see the whole ship, including the back of the spellcasters.
yeah,
And-
actually, yeah, like the spellcaster and Mull are like the two closest people to you.
Fail. Let me see if I have any spells that I can try to take out the spellcaster with. Doesn't guided bolt or something do?
Oh,
like
you
that?
do have guiding bolt.
Oh
and
my
I would
God.
really appreciate that. You have a +5 to hit.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try to take out Mr.
Oh!
Sicko.
Oh my God. You crit. You just critted. You just
Yeah!
crit. Nat 20, baby. Which means you roll double D damage.
I think the damage is 2d8, but don't quote me on that. Hold on.
Guiding bolt.
4d6.
Oh my God.
Oh no!
So 8d6 plus spellcasting ability?
No, not plus spellcasting.
Okay, so just 8d6?
Yeah.
Alright,
Just, he says.
let's roll
35.
8d6. 35. Really?
Yeah.
That thing hits and that guy dies. Now,
Doesn't that mean that like the ship is not being piloted anymore?
that does in fact mean the ship has come to a complete standstill.
It doesn't even drift or anything?
No, it'll drift, but
Okay. I mean, I'm fine if it doesn't. I
Ceases
was
accelerating.
yeah, it ceases accelerating. It'll move at its current velocity in the direction that it was going from here on out until another
I do
spellcaster
is-
sits in that chair.
We should do that.
All I
Have a
do-
fleet.
All I do is just pump my arm up and down and just have a shit-eating grin on my face.
All right, so Shaden, you just rocked it. There is a monk. You know what? I think it might actually just be time to call it because there is a monkey being strangled. And yes, I chose my words carefully there. So Ev, you have the option to either take him alive or dead. It's your choice.
I say he is a lawful good character, so he will take him prisoner.
Okay, so you can take him prisoner. Perfect. So,
But he will take his musket, though.
all right, now you've got a musket. Oh crap! I gave you a musket. No, that's fine. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. All right. So, battle is over. The ship is drifting. You can let it drift apart so that way they are both on their own gravity planes again. Your choice. The two boats are currently in major needs of repairs. The thing about attuning to a Spelljammer hull is that it takes about 10 minutes. If you look behind you, there's another couple of ships much like this one on their way, and they will be here before the 10 minutes is up. You've got approximately 7 minutes before you've really got to get the fuck out of here. You are close to the edge. You can quickly get to the ethereal plane, and make your escape. But
And
you've only got
can
a limited amount of time. You cannot have this other ship. That is out of the question.
You
have any-
pilot. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to ask if there is something that we can see out with our passive perception that is lootable, like gold, jewels, anything.
I mean, you pick up like 20 gold off their off the two bad guys. There's not a whole lot here. There's some shitty swords and armor, pretty much what you already have. You would have just enough time to put one of these ballistas from this ship to your ship before you gotta go.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we could pull our ship a little under it, we could just kind of tip it over the side.
They are secured in place, so you've got enough time to get one ballista.
Sure.
Perfect.
All right, you
What
guys.
if we stay and punch faces? Because I didn't even get to take a single hit.
I mean, like, no.
Yeah, Mo's just pretty wounded. He's gonna need some healing.
Can we rip the spelljamming helm out of this ship?
No. No, that's going to take more time than you have. You've got 4 minutes at this point.
That's what they all say. Can I damage it? Disable it?
You can, in fact, do enough damage to disable that spelljamming helm.
I will do that while everybody else is doing the ballista thing.
All right. Sweet. So you get a ballista. One of you gets a gun. He's also got another 8 shots on him. So you've got the musket plus 8 shots. I'll get you the stats for the musket later. So yeah, and then you guys get a ballista, and then escape. Make good your escape, I assume.
Nobody
Yes.
lets me have any fun.
I'm gonna look at Mola and be like, where are we going?
Oh, am I supposed to be driving? I thought you were driving.
I mean, I'm happy to drive us there, but I need a destination.
We haven't found any maps, right?
We don't need maps. I just need to know where we're going.
Mole. Actually, everybody, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. That was a long fight. It actually lasted much longer than I anticipated. While we figured out some intricacies to this kind of fight. So let's take a 10-minute break. We will all see you at 10 to the hour.
Good call.
So little break and we are back. Our party just had an epic fight aboard their ship with another ship. We had a super fun ship-to-ship combat. They managed to get some nice loot. They got back onto their ship, and they are just crossing into the astral plane. So for everybody, let's just do this correctly. Astral adventuring, the astral plane, travel between traversing the astral sea. All right. So, between systems. Here we go. From one must. Okay, so you guys have crossed out of your system. You are now in the astral plane. So I'm actually just gonna kind of read from the book a little bit here, just so everybody gets the idea. The astral sea not only has gravity, but also breathable, comfortable air. Is it real air, or does this heavenly realm merely trick a creature into thinking they're breathing? In the astral sea, no one can ever be certain. All that really matters is that a creature can survive indefinitely in the astral sea, never aging, never feeling hunger or thirst. So, it's almost timeless. almost. A creature doesn't need a vessel to travel through the astral sea. In this realm, a traveler has the option of propelling itself by thought alone. The more intelligent a creature is, the faster it can move. A creature that chooses to move in this fashion can move in any direction at a flying speed and equal 5 to its intelligence score. Astral Sea navigation. One does not need a map to navigate the astral sea. Here, all creatures are blessed with directional awareness. In other words, a creature can get to where it wants to go by thinking of its destination, at which point it becomes aware of its most direct route to that location. The destination must be somewhere in the astral sea or in wild space, such as the nearest Githyanki outpost, the astral dominion Hestevar, or realm space. This direction awareness doesn't reveal how safe the route is, and the DM decides how far away the destination is and how perilous the trek through the astral sea is. So, for the most part, guys, like, you have crossed into a heavenly plane. Probably wise to stick to your ship, because, you know, now you've got your ship that can be used to protect you, because there's all sorts of creatures floating about here. When you cross into the astral plane, Colin, you begin hearing, for now, we are safe.
Where should we go?
We must lose, or, let's see. It says we require a spell. They can still track us. Not through the astral sea, but as soon as we hit any wild space, they will know where we are. We require a spell. In order to get that spell, we require a map. In order to get that map, we must go to the outpost.
When he says the outpost, do I immediately know where that is?
You do, in fact, get a feeling of where that particular outpost is. That outpost that he's talking about, you get this almost image of an asteroid field in one of the systems, and it's not super far. It's like 2 days away.
Okay, well, I'll pass that information along to our helmsman and just tell everybody.
The question is, how connected is the helmsman? You know, to... Are you listening into that conversation?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything better to do.
Okay, yeah, you've already got it then.
Okay. So yeah, the ship starts moving before you tell me.
I'll still explain the reasoning to everybody else. That smaller planet is going to keep following us every time that we land somewhere, so we have to try and keep one step ahead of them. Okay, well,
Everybody
doesn't sound
seems
like
super
what he just
enthralled.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you start off in that direction. It is, like I say, it's a couple of days of traveling. In the astral sea, you guys travel at just absolutely asinine, ridiculous speeds. So you know, it. When I say it's relatively close, I mean, you know, space wise.
How many days?
2.
We
1.
don't have to sleep, right?
You don't have to sleep. You don't have to eat. But you do need to rest to, like, you know, gain all your shit back.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast mending every hour until the ship is at its full hit points.
All right. So I believe that is 150 at the moment. Let me just take a look. Yes, your full available hit points is 150. So I did on this card. Everyone will notice there is a number of upgrades you can make to this ship. And this ship specifically. This is so that way you guys can make your ship. It will cost a decent amount of money, which will require, adventuring to make money, that kind of thing. You do find, Drew, you heard rattling, metallic rattling below you during that last fight. Over the next couple of days, I'm sure you get to inspect it. There is a nice pile of gold in a chest in the captain's cabin.
Wait, I think over the next day or so, because I've got to stay on the helm to like make it move. So I think over the next day or so, you guys see like me just hanging out in the chair, but also my spider just crawling around doing things that like, and like being my eyes and like. Although actually, I think I can perceive from anywhere on the ship as long as I'm
Spelljamming?
on the helm.
Yes, I believe you are right.
So maybe I don't do that. Although the spider will probably chill and like do things that I can't do over there.
Okay.
But also lots and lots of mending. I don't know how much. How many hours do we have?
24, 48. Yeah, you managed to get the ship back to its 150 available HP.
Okay. Sweet.
It's still, that is still not gonna fix like all of the holes and the rot and the damage over time. The ship still does need a rebuild. Like you there's a bunch of stuff that needs like money and work done to it. So, all right. So Drew is doing that for a couple of days. Let's just go around the table real quick and just get a sense of what everybody's doing for a couple of days. So after Drew is Mud.
I'm probably just gonna help out however I can with Quiddick, but also be genuinely bored and occasionally like sneak around and like play pranks on everybody.
All right. That starts to get super annoying to everybody, I am sure. Let's go to Mull. Mull, what is your next couple of days looking like?
Mull has a whole new set of abilities to sort of work out. Like I think Eldritch Blast especially kind of came out in the middle of combat in his hex, but
indeed. Yeah, actually, you wind up having a full-on conversation with the sword. He's like, that spirit starts telling you like, just all these different things you can do. He starts like teaching you how to use them and that kind of thing. And you start finding out that he's actually a condescending dick. Like when you can't get it, he calls you an idiot. Like he is not a pleasant sword spirit.
he reminds me of the mayor, Mojo's dad.
Yeah, he kind of does. Only more ethereal and scarier. All right, so that's Mud. What's your Mojo? What's Mojo doing for a couple of days?
Well, first of all, healing himself up. After that, he is gonna go interrogate the prisoner with a bunch of persuasion and intimidation checks. He's doing his own good cop and bad cop, but he's doing both works at the same time.
So he's doing bipolar cop.
Well, he goes to him and smashes. He has them all tied up to a chair. And he smashes the table and goes like. And then, regardless of what he says, he's like, you know, you have to put it to our boots.
All right. So, are you asking questions specifically, or are you just beating him up and then being nice to him? Like what do you want to know? What information do you want out of him?
Bever, are you still there?
Did we lose you?
Hmm?
Are you muted ever? You are in fact muted.
No, just for a second. Yeah, I think we lost voice in the middle of what it
Hey,
was.
it's not muted. Can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you.
Yeah, I think the Discord just screwed. What was the last thing you heard?
That you were beating him up and then being nice to him, basically.
I was basically saying first, like, as I have him tied up, he is smashing the table and they're just asking him like, us, why are you chasing us? Stuff like that. Just getting that sort of information up first, like, why all of this is happening, like, from their side of the point of view, like, what do they know?
Our lord, he sensed you, and then we rallied. I found you. When I eventually take you in, I will be given all of the rewards. You will rue the day you brought me upon your ship. Go ahead, roll perception. Actually,
Uh,
roll
Perception or
perception or intimid. Or I'm sorry, not perception. Persuasion or intimidation. Your choice.
he is being sassy, so intimidation.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he actually like spits in your face and is just like, "You will rue the fucking day you brought me upon your goddamn ship. You will rue it." And then he smiles and shuts his lips.
Hmm. Is punching part of interrogation?
But you can punch him. Like
I'll.
it's not part of like it's not gonna change what's happening. Actually, it's going to. It's if you start punching him, he is gonna start laughing because he knows that he's gotten to you now.
Gonna try persuasion instead and see if he's willing to cooperate because
Mm,
his point right now is yes, he's gonna get a lot if he turned us in.
roll
If
persuasion with disadvantage.
let's see. I rolled a
14. Yeah,
14
he
and a 17.
he is just
Yeah.
smiling and doesn't say a goddamn thing. So you spend a couple of days infuriatingly with that guy. Swan Song, what's the next couple of days look like for you?
I am pouting and starting a journal that is going to be comprised of partly letters to my father, and also song lyrics. I am, in typical bard fashion, coming up with like a set of material based on the battle and the travel and like how I feel about being away from home for the first time. Like, is anybody else feeling, a particular kind of way from, being away from their homes and their. No, just me? Okay, great.
All right. So we got the artist doing artsy stuff.
Yep.
And then let's get to Wendy. What is our cleric up to?
So she gets out all her brewing materials. She starts. We gotta do something with our time, right? So she starts brewing some beer. And then she is doing a lot of meditation and contemplation and like this is kind of her self-care is to lose herself in her hobby.
Cool. Sorry. I'm better now. All right, yeah. So you guys start smelling the beginning parts of beer being made and all that. Um, I assume you had some sort of kit because there's not a lot on the ship at the moment.
Yeah, it's one of her.
Yeah,
Tools.
it's my tool.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right. So, yeah, you guys have a fairly uneventful day. You hear the occasional thwomp from below decks. And then eventually you find yourselves crossing back into wild space. And you cross and in front of you is, like I say, there's a multi-planet system. There's a sun in the middle, and then along the outer ring of these couple of planets is an asteroid field. And Mull, and assuming you're listening, Quiddick, you hear directions basically.
We'll follow the directions and try and find out this outpost.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty simple. Like he leads you into one of the um sections of the asteroid belt, and he starts giving you quick directions, and like lo and behold, you come across an outpost, and you hear as you like come into view of it, the sword spirit says, "It was supposed to be empty." And as you pull up, you see. Oh shit. You are supposed to go in the bag, not come out of the bag.
The chosen one.
You see an outpost. And you come in for a landing. And to take your mooring lines is a bunch of kobolds. Thank you, everybody, for watching this evening. This was episode 2 of Tacking Starward. The ship-to-ship battle turned out to take a little more time than I was anticipating, but I think it worked out just fine. Playing with us tonight, we'll go right back around the table, is Drew.
Who left?
Who left already to go to bed. After Drew, we have got Whimsily.
This was really fun. Looking forward to the way that this is progressing.
After Whimsy, we've got Missing Player, who will be here next week, we hope, because we like playing with CD. After CD, we've got Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin. I play the fighter / warlock Mole.
All right. After Colin, we've got Ever.
Hello, I was Mojo. I was ever playing Mojo. And today he fumbled a lot.
Yeah. Mojo was kind of a pinball, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then Next, we've got Swan Song. Amanda playing Swan Song.
You're muted.
Right. Yeah, I'm Amanda playing Swan Song. Broody artist, Birdie.
Broody artist Birdie. All right, and then last but not least, we had Wendy.
That wasn't the button I wanted to push. Hi, I'm Wendy. I play Shaden.
All right. And finally, I am James. I have been your GM. Thank you all so much for watching. Join us this Friday for Phi. How do you pronounce that?
Apophasis.
Phi Apophasis, a superhero adventure in GURPS 4th edition. And then join us again, same time next Tuesday for episode 3 of Tacking Starward. Thank you very much. Have a great night.